New segment. So,
Maine.
Maine. We're bringing this back up because I learned from, I don't know what, but I learned crossing state lines, if they find out,
If they find out.
it gets rid of statutes of limitations.
Yes.
So,
Unless it's federal, right?
I don't remember the, I don't remember what was the statute of limitations on hit and run?
Was it 3
Couple
years?
2, 4 years?
But I thought it was like, I thought it was
5 years?
something else because it was
Well, I
actually kind of
thought,
serious.
yeah, because I remember you said,
But there wasn't a statute of limitations.
no, I think that's what it was.
Doesn't it depend on like what state?
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
it'd be within our state.
If it was within your state, but you're native to this state, but you committed the crime in a different state.
No, we still committed the crime in this state.
I know, but like, somebody has the authority because you're not native of that state. So technically,
No,
You're
they still
under-
send it back to the other state.
yeah, because what's that law called?
I don't know.
Oh, what's that law
Oh, did you ever find out if you got, if you had a speeding ticket or whatever in another state, if you had to take the
I don't know. I never looked that up. We were contemplating because we went to Kansas for a video. I guess we could mention that. We went to Kansas for a video, and he was like, "Oh, why don't we go faster?" I'm like, "Well, what happens if we get pulled over in Dexter, Kansas, or in Oklahoma?" It's like, good point. Where do you go to get that taken care of? I never asked. I'd have to call the county attorney.
Did you? Please tell me you didn't get a ticket.
No, we
No,
didn't.
no, we were good.
What's that one?
We went
I
like
think
5
it's a-
miles an hour under the speed
No,
limit.
we went 65, and that was the speed limit.
Isn't there
supposed
like a country where it's like you can, or it's a state you can only get one speeding, you can only get one ticket per day?
What?
Yeah, there's this law is like saying you can only get a ticket a day. So like if you get a speeding ticket, you get a ticket.
Yes,
And
and then yes, I get
and
it,
then
and then
you
you
get
can
pulled
speed
over-
all the as
Pulled
fast as
over
you want.
again, they're like, oh, I already got my ticket for the day.
All right.
Yes, but why would you want to say that? I already got my ticket for the day. That is the worst thing to have to say.
Yeah, I think they'd arrest you at that point. So, 4 years. Statute of limitations, it's revised. 4 years. If you damage their car, 4 years.
So I just have to live there for 4 years.
However, though, if
You
they
had to
find out
If they find out,
that you left the state at all, that extends it.
well, how would they know I left? Sure,
Figure
there'd
it
be
I
out.
no.
don't know. Maybe a little birdie.
I don't
gave a
know.
little
You're
tweet.
you're running to some guy's car. Sure, the police aren't really going to care all that much.
Because I mean, the
But
only
if
thing
you just disappear,
the only thing they could possibly know would be cell phone. Turn that off. Okay, you're good.
that was the challenge.
Hang on. Then you have purchase history. I'm paying cash. Okay, you're good there. Then you have
The car.
car, your bills. I mean, if your car's paid off, you're good. So then it just comes down to gas, paying cash or whatever. You know,
What if they take a
you
picture
only
of the
have to go in
license plate?
either that or you live close to the mom and pop shop that you'd be working at. Okay,
What
and
if
then
they have your license plate number?
What?
What if they have your license plate?
You know, the whole idea was you have a dusty car.
yeah, remember
Oh,
because
so they
we'd
can't.
be using my car that they can't even read though.
Your car got a car wash though.
But this was
Yes,
a hypothetical
but this is
situation.
Hypothetical.
Okay, and then the final one is housing. You need to find some place where you can live.
However, if you're living on a fake identity that you somehow established,
That is another idea, yeah. Because if you could have a fake name,
well, this defeats the whole purpose.
Isn't there like some businesses that pay you in cash and don't require a background check?
a mom and pop shop.
Is that what you? Okay.
Typically. Not always.
No.
Sometimes they're like,
They're hard to find.
I want to know who you are. Are you, what's that? What's that accent? What's that like a Maine accent you have? I don't know what a Maine accent
I
sounds
want to
like.
hear that northeastern accent.
And you're just like, I'm sorry? You didn't say sorry. What's wrong with you? What's wrong
I
Well,
like clam
Sheldon's-
chowder.
Well, young
with you?
Sheldon.
Chada.
I like clam chowder.
Young Sheldon, he grew up in Texas, but he adopted a Midwestern accent.
Yeah, did they ever talk about that on the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was in
When?
Big Bang Theory that I talked about. I was like, because Nobel Peace Prize don't talk like this.
Oh. But did he say why he adopted a Midwestern accent?
That was the
Yeah,
reason.
because
If he was ever going to win the Nobel Peace Prize, he's like, Nobel Peace Prize
you know, it wasn't gonna be a
nominees-
peace prize. It's gonna be a physics prize.
A
There's
phy-
like 6 of them. There's literature, peace,
Humanitarian.
physics, chemistry,
Biology and economics.
yeah, biology and economics.
Anyways.
And then do you know what math is?
What?
Do you know?
No.
It's the Fields Medal. The Fields Medal is the Nobel Prize equivalent.
Okay,
For
anyways, he was all like,
Is it a biology one? Maybe
He
it's
was all like-
psychology.
Nobel.
But also with the Fields Medal, it's also given to people who are under the age of 40.
Anyways, Sheldon said,
Well,
like,
it's a pretty
Hey.
prestigious award.
hey, Sheldon said, like, Nobel Prize winners don't,
But why Midwestern?
because it's the most neutral accent.
Oh, he said that.
Well, no, it's just the
It
fact.
is.
It's just a
Isn't that-
fact.
It's a known fact that we have a very.
Neutral.
Our only part of our accent is our R's.
R's and T's.
Who goes like A
No,
and A?
geez.
No
No.
one rolls their
Fact.
R.
No.
We don't really, when you're talking, you don't really
That's a
enunciate the
fact.
T's.
Okay, that's people who talk really fast and don't try to enunciate, which I guess most Midwesterners do that.
Like I wrote a paper, aren't I? I wrote a paper. We
I
say
wrote a
it.
paper. I wrote a paper.
Wrote a paper.
Yeah, you wrote
I guess the T kind of becomes a D.
Yeah,
I
our
wrote a-
T's
I wrote
become
a-
D's.
I
wrote
wrote
a
a
paper.
paper.
That's if you don't actually think about it and you don't actually enunciate.
Yeah.
I wrote a paper.
But our
But no one talks. I wrote a paper. That's when they're pissed off at you.
Okay, there's chemistry, physics, literature,
isn't like the
peace, psychology, or medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
So
But
I
I
think
think economics is one, though.
It is. Yes.
They just don't list it. Oh, sorry!
Click on the list. It just
No, but Google's just excluding it. Why
Holy
are we
moly!
so zoomed in?
Command 0.
No, that's perfect now.
Okay.
Oh.
Scroll up. I think I saw something. Oh, it says there are only 5. In addition,
But I know there's the economics, but
it
prices.
says economic sciences right there.
Oh. In addition to the prizes about the economics, it's sponsored by the Nobel Foundation. Has trademarked the term Nobel Prize, and districts cannot legally be used to refer to the prizes other than the 5 rich. Oh, Nobel Memorial Prize. You can't call it the Nobel Prize in economics. It has to be called the Nobel Memorial Prize in economics. They would have included. That's the thing, though. When that's the thing you have to remember. When these were when they came up with these originally,
Yeah.
economics wasn't a thing.
Yeah, this is 1895 we're talking about.
Yeah, economics wasn't a thing. We didn't start studying economics until, well, the 1930s.
Well, when we realized economics.
What's broken here? I don't understand. And then we studied.
Oh wait, something's kind of important to understand.
But we also, we didn't see GDP growth or like GDP per capita growth until the 1700s. And we actually started to see a middle class.
Mm-hmm.
And so we saw GDP per capita growth. I learned this all in macroeconomics class. The most interesting part of the class altogether was learning about the history of economics.
Well, history in general is pretty interesting.
I was like, I really don't care about your Phillips Hue curve. I find this Phillips curve, not Phillips Hue. Sorry, the Phillips curve. I really don't care about that. I want to learn more about this history of economics.
I think I told you this how like when I was learning about Spanish grammar, I found the history of the grammar more interesting than the grammar itself.
But are you a more concepts guy? Do you like concepts?
I
better
do.
than
I
math?
do like concepts.
Did I ever tell you about when Rooster and I were in physics class in high school, and how we do the assignments?
No.
So what we would do is she'd give us the assignment, and I'd be like, okay, you do the math, I'll do the concepts. All right, and I'd bang out the concepts, and I'm like, done. I'm like the first person done with the concepts in the entire class. Everybody's still like working on them. I'm like, done. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like explaining to him. The teacher's sitting there. He's like, he's right. He's like, yeah, he's right.
Yeah. But then again, you'd also have a teacher whose knowledge of physics was as good as the chapter that you were on.
Yeah. Her degree is animal science. It's like, when you're teaching physics, so I have I effectively know more about physics than she does. Although she does work for the university that was physics related. So I don't
know if that transfers over to your class specifically, but
It did.
it's something.
I think it had to do with monopoles actually.
Yeah, but you guys were doing Newtonian mechanics.
True.
You were not doing Maxwell equations.
Basic Newtonian mechanics. Like what I did in college was way more advanced, or it was the same stuff, but just explained easier, and so it made it seem more advanced. Because like, wow, I actually can understand what the hell's going on here.
Because Physics 1 is Newtonian, Physics 2 is Maxwell, Physics 3 is Einstein and above.
Oh,
Basically Einstein, and then you
stuff.
have quantum mechanics with Bohr and Schrodinger, and then you also introduce Hamiltonians.
Newtonian stuff. Interesting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maxwell. Oh, I don't want to learn about quantum particle interaction.
No. What?
Maxwell's equations, right?
Yes. It's related to quantum particle interaction, but that's like the 1940s or whatever. No. You're studying just as up in the 1800s.
Oh, so we're talking about electromagnetic waves.
At the most difficult, yes. Basically, you're talking about Ben Franklin charges, and how Maxwell showed, like how you introduce magnetism at the later part of the segment.
What do you do in the beginning?
Well, that's what Coulomb charges. Okay, it's Coulomb and Maxwell.
Oh,
Coulomb described what Ben Franklin messed up.
you're learning about electricity.
Yeah.
Lame. Like I said, lame.
That's why they call it electricity and magnetism.
Yeah.
It's magnetism. It sounds a little more interesting.
Combining them is interesting. Them separate. You got 3 elements that are room temperature, conductive, that are magnetic, one, and then a 4th one, a gadolinium.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, Einstein. Oh, this now we're getting
Now I can add
interesting
some
stuff.
magnetism.
Quantum mechanics, a little too difficult, but all right, needed. And then it's
but
like,
not necessary.
but then combining everything together. Ah, yes, holograms. Now we're back to the interesting stuff.
Ah, yes.
Holograms. All right, now we're talking about interesting stuff.
And how we are really just a shadow of the two-dimensional world or whatever. No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what was that? We're a shadow.
We're like a two-dimensional shadow of a three-dimensional world.
No, oh yeah. So like our shadows are 2-dimensional.
Yes.
We are a 3-dimensional shadow on a 4-dimensional world.
Yes.
Fun. Fun. And a black hole is too much information in one spot. It can't be expressed in a hologram, so it breaks it.
Yep.
That's the cutting edge of physics, ladies and
That
gentlemen.
is the cutting edge of level 5 astrophysics explained to a dummy.
Yeah, it's about as basic as you could explain it. And it's probably about as much as you understand it as well, isn't it?
Yeah. I was about like halfway through level 5, and I was like, okay, I no longer understand what you're saying.
See, I had to stop. Like they started mentioning quantum mechanics. Like I know the words you're saying. I just not 100% sure how they interact with each other. Like I know the words. I know.
You
what
don't
you're
understand the implications.
Yeah, because I'm like I know like the Maxwell diagrams. I'm like I know what those look like.
Feynman
The
diagrams.
Feynman diagrams. See my point here. See my point here. I just don't know their implications. They show how quantum particles interact. Okay, cool, whatever. And then like start talking about holograms. And I'm like, I've heard about this. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the Action Lab talked about this, but I'm like, too much, out of my range. Because he talked about when talking about white holes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, too much. Goodbye. Yeah. So, how did we get from?
We were talking about Maine.
We went from running away from the cops to quantum mechanics.
It's because of the Nobel Prize or whatever.
Right, but how did the Nobel Prize come up? Didn't he bring it up?
Did you bring up Nobel Prize?
You did.
But why did I bring up Nobel
No,
Prize?
we were talking about Sheldon and his accent, and then
Oh!
Yeah.
All because of accents. We accents led us down a rabbit hole to quantum mechanics and the breaking fundamental edge of modern physics.
Because you said that when I'd go there, they were like, why did you take that Midwestern accent?
What-
You say like the Northeastern.
Why do you sound normal?
Why do you sound normal?
Why do you sound normal?
Well,
What's wrong with you?
quantum mechanics.
Quantum.
Quantum mechanics.
It's all about quantum interactions. It's technically true, but we're talking
It's a
macro.
huge rabbit hole to talk about it.
Well, okay, so why are you talking this? Oh, quantum probabilities and particle interactions. I'm like, yes,
first-
but those don't explain macro.
But first, we need to start with economics, Nobel Prizes.
But the old lady's like, but that doesn't explain macro interactions because we haven't figured out how to combine quantum mechanics with Newtonian physics and relativity. And it's like, whoa, sorry to step on your toes. Sorry, but the theory of everything is still being worked on. I'm sorry that you have a fundamental understanding of basic quantum mechanics. But you know what? Just deal with the fact that I'm here, right? Don't question why I have this accent. Can you imagine some old lady's just like, yeah, but see, quantum interactions don't explain macro. You're in Hick, Maine, alright?
Yes, you're in Hick, Maine, and I would be utterly impressed.
I would just be like,
I would not say anything. My jaw would drop like, what? You understood what I said?
wait a minute, you understood it so well that you corrected me. Damn! Damn!
Yes. Damn.
Damn! You a physics slut. You're gonna burn in hell because you are definitely an atheist. Can you? I gotta try that on the person at work.
So you're a physics slut.
No, don't say that. But like, so do you understand why quantum particles and their interactions don't explain macro scales, and how relativity and Newtonian physics aren't explained by quantum mechanics? She'd be like, oh yeah. I'll be like, all right. There was a philosopher I've been thinking about recently.
Plato.
No, it wasn't Plato.
Socrates.
No, it wasn't Socrates. He's the guy. I think I told you the story where his only one physical thing was a wooden bowl, and then he watched a child drink from a river with his hands and realized he didn't need the bowl, and so he threw the bowl away, and it was just him. He lived on the streets with the dogs and lives in barrels.
No.
It was, what was his name?
Well, tell me the story.
Okay, so this Greek philosopher, Diogenes. Do you know Diogenes?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, so Diogenes believed in extreme minimalism. I guess actually perfect minimalism. Mm-hmm. And that one does not need...
no clothes.
No clothes, no physical attachments, nothing. It's just you.
He was like naked and afraid.
He lived in barrels and ate with dogs. And all he carried around for many years was a wooden bowl. But then he watched some kids drinking from a river or drinking from a well and with their hands, and realized he didn't need the bowl anymore. And so he tossed the bowl into the river, saying some profound thing, and lived the rest of his years with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He just ate from the garbage, ate with the dogs.
And how is this related in any way to what we were talking about before?
Well, we're talking about smart things to say. So, like, that's what you say. So, do you know the teachings of Diogenes?
Look up, what did he say?
Oh, Diogenes with wooden bowl. I don't know how
Diogenes
how do you
wooden
spell
bowl.
Diogenes?
Type Greek philosopher and then just start typing it. Type in how you think it would be spelled.
Greek.
Greek philosopher, and then start typing Diogenes.
Well,
P
I can't see from here. I'm sorry.
H-E-R. Now start typing Diogenes.
There he is. No, Democritus. Never mind.
Start typing Diogenes. Here.
No, there he is. He's right there.
Dog.
You clicked on him. You clicked on dog.
No, I did. Look, Diogenes.
Yes, but look what's in the search bar.
That's what I typed in. But either way,
Are you guys
we're filming a
And
podcast.
you're now.
Are you serious?
Gosh darn it! I'm gonna hate
We're gonna have
myself
to cut
now.
this out.
Okay,
Well,
zip it.
So, no, we're
Realize-
not hungry. Goodbye. We made it all the way with no bleeps, nothing. And your mother walks in, and the third thing she says
We
is,
were doing
"Whoops."
perfect. Like
Yeah,
that
What'd she
actually
say?
worked.
What'd she
We had-
say? What'd she say?
I'm
She
not
walked
saying
in.
it.
What'd she say?
I'm not saying it.
What'd she say?
Slut. Anyways, okay.
Add an HIT to it, and then get rid of LUT.
Okay. I was like, what? Anyways, Diogenes, also known as Diogenes the Cynic, was a Greek philosopher for one of the founders of philosophy.
Yeah, Dan. Okay, I get that. I want you to type in Diogenes' quote.
Oh.
Diogenes, no, wooden bowl quote. Do you really type like 5 words a minute?
Yeah.
That type quote at the end of it. That type quote at the end of it. Do you know how to Google search?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
He destroyed the single wooden bowl he possessed.
Fool that I am to have been carrying a
Superfluous.
baggage all this time.
There you go. Profound.
That's what you're gonna say.
Well, I'm not going to say that quote, but I'm saying, do you know the teachings of Diogenes? You know where I learned this?
No, actually, that fool that I am. That's like perfect.
Fool that I am.
Fool that I am.
That I think I could ask for
that I've
your
been
number.
carrying this useless information all this time.
No. Fool that I am that I think I could ask for your number.
Well, there you go.
That would work. You mentioned Diogenes. You know Diogenes, and you say, the fool that I am, think I could ask for your number. And she'd be like, what? Like, oh, I think I'm...
It actually will not come out that smooth.
Probably not. But that's when you think... But that's when you say, I think... Probably with a stutter.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. I'll be nervous. I think I have things switched around there. I was supposed to ask for your number first, and then when you said no, I was supposed to say, the fool I am.
Yeah, it sounds good now, but in practice, it's not. I've yet to ever ask for a girl's number in a fluent way that came out.
Have you ever asked for a girl's number?
Yes, I have.
Wow. That's
And I have
impressive.
actually got it. But it did not sound as how it planned in my head.
Can I? Okay. All right, gamers, boomers, Karens. Can I get what? Do you want me to call my N-words?
No.
With an A?
No, I was gonna say, like, you know how they call us Zoomers?
Yeah.
We also use Zoom.
Zoom? They call us Zoom?
Yeah. We
Gen
use Zoom.
Zs are called Zoomers.
Because we
Yes,
make
I
fun
know
of
we're called
boomers.
Zoomers, but
Because
now,
we make
now
fun
that
of
but
we're-
now it's just shortened to Zoom.
No, but now we're using Zoom. We're
So it
literally
fits perfect.
Yeah.
we're literally called Zoomers.
Yeah. People that use Zoom are Zoomers, and
I knew they were calling us Zoomers before that, but I thought you said they were shortening
But no, now it's a
I thought they
correlation.
were shortening it to
Now it's-
Zoom.
No.
Yeah, but now there's a correlation.
Yeah.
What's that one song that everyone used, like Zoom, and then they'll see someone fly? The Zoom challenge.
I've never.
You never seen that?
No. Anyways, back to
Oh,
what I was.
God.
I was addressing the viewers before you interrupted.
You looked at me.
Well, because you started giggling. Because I said
Can you
Karen.
let him talk?
Boomers.
This is why podcasts go on for 2 hours.
Yes.
Shut up! No one wants your opinion.
Boomers. Karens. My fellow gamers. I am going to try and get a girl's number using Greek philosophy and quantum mechanics.
It will not come out smooth.
That's
What
you
if it's
don't-
like a philosophy teacher?
She's done.
What? Okay, fine. What I want you to do is press record. Do you have a voice recorder on your phone?
I can record a video.
Because I know on my phone you can do like voice memos or whatever. You can record your voice.
It's a bad idea. We're trying to record a
Put it
conversation.
in your pocket. No, you can do it as soon as I listen to it. You said, wait, because I said it's not going to come out smooth.
Well, we just have a call on the podcast.
And you're gonna,
Hey, my cousin doesn't believe me that I used these lines to get your number. Repeat the whole entire
no,
conversation.
no, that wasn't the comment, okay? Because, see, when I asked for a girl's number, I said all the words I wanted to say.
It's just not correctly.
No, it was correct. It was completely correct. It was just you could tell how hesitant I was in my voice. It was not smooth.
You know, a lot of people, it's weird. Because when I hear the words that come out of my mouth, I hear something completely different than what people say. Like when I was giving my retirement address for FFA, I could have swore people were gonna be told I was like about to break into tears. They're like, "You were?" I'm like, "Really? Couldn't tell?" Like, nope. I was like, "Huh?" So I think it's an exaggeration. I think maybe
So
in
you-
our minds it thinks it comes out either smooth or not smooth.
Because of how I was probably just very nervous at the time, but it just came out just
And the
fine.
logic part of your brain isn't working.
So it came out just fine, but
It didn't feel like it.
so the output was fine. It was how I was taking in what I just said that wasn't working because I was questioning how it. I was questioning the reaction. Is probably what it was.
Yeah.
I was too afraid of rejection, and so to me, I probably thought I was.
I was trying to explain her that garage door thing,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the height of the panels, and I could not. I was like width, length. She's like, yeah. I'm like, no, the height of the panels. I'm like, oh my god, I could not get that out.
could not
Like the
find
height
the
of the
word height.
panels. I was like, the width of the panels. I kept saying width. I'm like, but that's not the width. The width is
The other
this.
part. The other part.
It was the
The
length.
depth.
The depth. That's the width. No, that's the length is.
Width,
I
height, depth.
couldn't get the words out. I'm like, the height of the panel. She's like, I know what you're talking about. Okay. But that was the whole problem. Was she was getting height and length confused. And so here I am, not able to get the words out, trying to explain to her what the problem was.
Well, I will say, width and height can be mutually
Width and
exchangeable.
length can
No. Width. Okay, so you have length,
Yes.
height.
Yes.
Lay it down. Length, width.
True. And because of the way
So
she had things.
width and height can be used interchangeably.
When we use it though, when it comes to garage doors, is length, height, width.
Wait, what?
Length,
Height.
width.
Width is depth.
Well, every other site calls it the width.
See, I think depth.
But then other people call the height but then other people call the width the length.
Yes.
And so it gets really confusing when I say the width. They're like, 60 feet is the width? I'm like, they're like, the width is only 2 inches? I asked
The
for 60
long-
feet. And I'm like, no, the length. And the height is this. Your depth is 2 inches of insulation, right? That's a whole thing. Teaching people basic understanding. It's like the depth of the door, but but then they think
okay, but isn't there only one way for the numbers to go?
on what?
It's like when you so when you write out the numbers, say it's a 2x4. It's always
Yeah.
a 4x2
Yeah.
does not make sense.
She read it backwards.
She read it
No,
backwards.
well, no, like she read it correct. She read it, left to right.
She typed it in backwards.
No. This was just her talking to the guest because she screwed up and it was a whole thing. Anyways, she read it left to right, but she had it switched. Instead of she had the height and the width. And she was so confused. I'm like, she was like, it's the right width or whatever, because but something she mentions the width of a parking stall, and I'm like, why do you know the width of a parking stall? I was like, I thought about the later that night after the whole thing. I was like, that's the most random fact. She says she was smart. I'm like, yeah, she's smart. The freaking width of a parking stall, 7 feet. I'm like, who just knows that?
Actually, that does sound like a standard.
It is a standard because roads are based off of the width
No.
of wagon wheels, which are based railroads. So wagons had a set width 7 feet. Railroads were based off that, and then cars were based off railroads. So the width of roads and parking stalls are all based off railroads, which are based off wagons.
7 feet.
7 feet. It's a standard. It's been the standard since the 1700s.
What about the length?
Doesn't matter.
Well, no, I feel like some parking stalls are bigger.
Some are. Standard is 7.
Okay.
Perpendicular standard is 7.
Because I will say, I've been in some places where it's like, man, they give a lot of room for me to open my door.
Sometimes they don't. And it's just like, there's no room!
It's like, did my car shrink? Did my car get bigger overnight?
I'm like, I can't get out of my truck because there's a truck next to me and these stalls are tiny.
And he's in his stall. So
Kind
as
of.
far as I can, kind of.
No one's ever perfect. I'm never perfect. Like, you think you park, you're like, okay, good. You get out and you're like this. You're like, all right.
Your tires on the line.
You're just and you're just in there crooked as all. Get out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that too.
You parked horizontally instead of vertically.
I don't.
that's a whole.
You
You
must be having-
parked. You parallel parked in a perpendicular spot.
You have to be having a really bad day.
You have to have a stroke to do that.
You have to have the worst day ever to park like that.
You have to have like
Because-
a partial
Because
stroke.
I parked in, diagonal in a perpendicular stall. Diagonal, it's not.
Yes,
it's not-
yes.
Yeah, you have to have just the sluttiest day. To be
The
parking.
damnedest day.
The damnedest day. And hell is just crashing down on you.
You have
To
a
where you just park.
Can't get a slut.
And you just park.
you have a
That's a.
You have
what's
a
that
sport-
size? That would be-
you have a sports car and you parked in the carts. Like
The cart corral?
no, in the store where you have all the carts.
Oh, you parked in the store.
You parked in the
That's
store.
an achievement in
Because there's a
itself.
garage
That's a whole nother day.
Because there's a
You have
garage
this
door.
day up here, and that day. That's the day you don't
You
want
had
to
a stroke this day. You died this day.
And then this day you drove
You
your
park
car
in the
into a
cart
store.
lobby. That's what it's called. The cart lobby.
You died that day.
That's a day when you want to leave this state.
Anyways.
Maybe
All right,
even
folks.
leave the country.
All right, folks. This whole fourth segment was fun. We've discussed now that you
Wait,
have.
did we finish our main conversation?
Okay,
We went from
let's get back to
accents
this.
to
Let's
this.
All right.
go back to our accents.
Oh.
Rewind back
30
to
minutes ago.
Okay, the statute of limitations. That's the problem. You have a 4-year statute of limitations. I think you're gonna have to go out west. I don't think you have. I think you'd have to stay this.
Live in the Panhandle.
Because they're gonna know you're gone. I'm like, where did he go?
But okay, so what's the difference? Live in the Panhandle, live in Maine. Either way, I want to be avoided.
Yeah.
If I get caught in the Panhandle, okay, I got caught. If I live in the Panhandle and I don't get caught,
But
what's
you
the
can stay in the panhandle.
Hear me out. What's the difference between not getting caught in the Panhandle and living in Maine?
More contact. Like you could still contact your family. Like you can keep that under
And
wraps.
I
but
don't
if-
want to get caught.
No, but if you're in the panhandle, it's much easier to cover that up. The cops aren't really going to be like, okay, he's still in Nebraska, we just don't know where. If you're...
They're gonna assume that either way if I'm in Maine.
Maybe.
What?
They might assume you fled.
Yeah, and they'd probably assume I fled if I was living in the Panhandle.
Maybe we just have to, like, cover it up a certain way. Plus, living in the panhandle is probably going to be easier than Maine anyways. Because you won't sound different, you won't really look different.
Okay, why not go to Montana?
Again, crossing state lines. Statute of limitations. You're going to sound different
But
in
I'm
Montana.
closer.
Montana has an accent of like, no, Texas.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, they have a southern accent. You go west in Nebraska, they start to have a southern
What
accent.
if you go to way west, like Wyoming?
I think Montana and Wyoming, it's kind of like western Nebraska. Some people sound normal, some people don't. Because, like, there was this one girl, I met her from, like, western Nebraska. She had the most, like, it was like, I'm like, are you sure you're from Nebraska? Or, like, they say y'all.
Y'all. I say
Y'all.
y'all.
I don't say y'all. Bugs me.
I mean, I don't say it like y'all, but I say like
Y'all,
Like what are y'all doing tonight?
I don't know, I can't. I'm just like, so what are you all doing tonight? I don't say y'all doing tonight.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess sometimes if I say it fast, it comes out. So what are y'all doing tonight?
I don't. I can't. I just, no. I'm too
There's more of an A in there. So
I-
there's y'all versus Y, and then all, and then law, and then there's y'all. Oh, and then there's
Alright. So, the whole point of this was to address the fact of statute of limitations. And we spent, I think, about 40 minutes on that. So, alright. Alright, leave a comment below.
wait. Do we have another segment?
No, there's no fifth segment. Leave a comment below Diogenes.
We can
and
add one.
Comment below Diogenes, the fool that I am.
The fool that I am.
Diogenes.
Should there be, and then, if you made it this far, you continue to keep watching this ramble. Let us know if we should make the podcast longer with a
We can't. We physically can't.
Oh, it'll stop recording?
The camera will.
It would die. Oh, I think it's good.
It's like at 30%.
Oh.
You don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
You get below 30, you start having problems potentially. So, unless we can figure out a way to wire it, then we can go full 2 hours.
Mm.
But until then, we're kind of stuck like this. Next week, for the fourth segment, we're going to discuss all of my personality data.
Yep.
And that's where that one thing will come into. That fourth segment's going to be long, too. Hopefully...
Hopefully there's no rabbit holes.
No, it was interesting. The first segment was good length. The second segment was super short.
Which is good.
As per usual. Third one got a little long because we started talking about computers. The fourth one just whoosh. And we're still talking. Anyways, your comment below is...
I'd like to thank you all for watching.
The fool that I am.
He's repeated this now about 3 times.
Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
New videos out every week.
At new podcast every Friday, 2 p.m. Central Time. Oh, also the videos are getting pushed to Saturday at noon. And good night.